there, this is Amanda Rivera coming to you live from Zebulon, North Carolina. For those of you who don't know where Zebulon is, it's actually a suburb of Raleigh, so we're just outside of Raleigh. Today is day 3 of the Showdown challenge, and I'm actually here today to give you some tips about weighing in. Weighing in doesn't necessarily have to be a everyday event. In fact, some studies have shown that if you weigh in once a week, that's a good idea. But then other studies have shown that certain people need more accountability, and weighing in more frequently is better for them because it holds them accountable to their goals. So I've got my scale down here again, and I know you can't see it, but I'll weigh in again in a minute. And but what I wanted to do is walk you through some 7 weight loss weigh-in tips for doing your Showdown challenge. Now, for me, one of the most important things is I have to weigh in more than once a week because it helps me stay accountable to my goals. Now, I could weigh in at the end of the week and think, wow, you know, I lost X, but for me, it keeps me on track to weigh in more often. But you're going to have to determine that for you, whether you weigh in more frequently or if you just weigh in once a week. Now, I will say this. If you only weigh in once a week, make that the day that you actually write it down, because tracking your progress is one way to ensure success. You got to be accountable, and part of accountability is tracking your progress for 90 days. The next thing that I would say that's important to do is to weigh in around the same time of day. Obviously, it's morning again, and that's important because your weight can fluctuate several pounds throughout the day. So if you weighed in later than you normally weigh, you might weigh more or less than you normally would at that given time of day. So they recommend that if you're going to weigh in, and you're going to weigh in and record it, that you weigh in the same time of day so that you can get good results. Now, some studies have shown that mornings are the best time, and that may be the best thing for you. However, just don't do anything differently than you would on a normal day. So say that you get up, the first thing in the morning you do is you drink 8 to 10 ounces of water because you want to flush out everything that's in your system from sleeping for 8 to 10 hours or how much sleep you get at night. And that's a great idea. But if you think, okay, well, I got to weigh in today, maybe I won't drink my water, I'm going to weigh less. Don't do that. Because what's going to happen is you might start retaining fluid or something like that, or you're not going to get realistic or accurate results because you're doing something different. So the key is to create a habit is to do it consistently, but then also to do it the same way each time. Now, when you're doing your challenge, most people are like, oh, I can't wait to lose 10 or 15 pounds. Well, it's not realistic to lose more than 1 to 2 pounds a week. I know that sounds like, oh, it's going to take forever. Well, it just depends on how much you have to lose. Like if you have a small goal, I've obviously lost most of the weight that I wanted to lose, so I have a small goal. So somebody who has a small goal, a realistic weight loss might even be a half a pound or a pound a week, but you just got to stay consistent and just don't give up. So record your progress. In fact, in addition to weighing in, somebody who has a small goal, doing measurements might really be important, because sometimes I've actually seen people over the 21 months that we've been doing this change weight but change their weight dramatically and lose lots of inches, or the converse, but their weight didn't change hardly at all, but they lost a lot of inches. So it's going to be whatever is good for your body type. But obviously somebody who has a bigger goal, who needs to lose more weight, or has been sedentary, or they've had diet issues where they're not eating the right thing, when they switch to a diet like Body by Vi and they start drinking their shakes, they're going to experience maybe 2 or 3 or even 4 pounds of weight loss in a week, because their goal, they have a bigger goal and they have more to lose, and their body's going to react differently to the weight loss than someone who has a smaller goal. Another important thing is to wear the same items of clothing or no clothes whichever one you might want to do. Obviously, if you're weighing in for the challenge, no clothes is probably not a good thing. But you want to try to weigh in the same kind of outfit, the same weight outfits, the same type fabrics and stuff like that, so that you get consistent results and consistent measurements each time. Another thing is that you want to weigh in on your own scale, or weigh in on the same scale. So if you're going to the gym and that's the place that you're going to do your weigh-ins and your trainer's going to weigh you, that's fine. But be consistent in the same scale. So it's important, because then you can switch scales and that scale could be different by a pound or two, and you're like, oh my God, I gained weight. No, it's just a different scale. So for me, if I'm recording a certain measurement, I'm going to measure on the same scale. Now, I started with this scale, I'm going to finish with this scale. I really want to get one of those fancy health meter BMI ones that calculates your body fat and actually tracks it over time. I think that would be a good idea for somebody who has a goal of losing a lot of weight, because it will help keep them consistent, and it'll show them progress throughout their challenge. Another thing, in addition to a scale, you could do is actually the Wii Fit. The Wii Fit weighs you and does your BMI, and it tracks it, and it allows you to put like a time stamp on a calendar, and you can track your progress. And the Wii Fits now are really reasonable. You know, they're not as expensive as they used to be, and they come with all kinds of fun games and exercises and things that you could do in addition to drinking your shakes to do your challenge. When you do your weigh-in on your same scale, it is important to write it down. Another important thing is if you're going to use a scale, try to get a digital scale, because it's really hard to cheat on a digital scale. You want to put that digital scale on a hard surface like this, not on the carpet, but on the hardwoods or a hard bathroom floor or something, because a carpet might get you an uneven measurement. So last tip for me is have fun. Make it a fun day. Make it today's weigh-in day, and bring your kids, and mommy's going to weigh in and stuff like that, because the more fun that you can associate with that weigh-in day, the more you're going to look forward to it. If it's like, oh no, it's weigh-in day, then that's not going to be a whole lot of fun. But if you want to succeed in the challenge, you're going to have to find a way to make this a fun experience so that you're going to want to continue. So to highlight my 7 weight loss tips, number 1 was weigh in once a week and record it. You can weigh in between, but just do that for accountability. Number 2, weigh in the same time every day. Number 3, don't do anything differently than you would in a normal day. So if a normal day, you do this way, don't do it differently on weigh-in day. Number 4, don't expect to lose more than 1 to 2 pounds a week if you have a small goal, and 2 to 3, maybe 4 or more pounds if you have a larger goal. Number 5, wear the same items of clothing or similar weight items. Number 6, weigh in on your own scale or the same scale. And number 7, have fun with it. So here we go, we're going to have fun with it. And I weighed in on my first day. Today is day 3, and y'all saw my fancy technological thing. Well, now I'm adding a quotient to this technology. My phone was dead, and it was time for me to weigh in, so I actually had to get, sorry, I'm on the carpet, I broke one of my rules. I had to get my phone charger to be able to do this and actually weigh in. So I'm having technical difficulties here. Pardon me for 1 second. All right. And there we go. All right. So I've got my weigh-in for today. I've lost 0.4 pounds, so it's not a big loss, and it may not even be a loss. It may just be a difference in water weight. It's only day 3, but remember, we're not gonna, get crazy or anything like that, because our goal for someone who has a small goal is to lose half a pound to maybe 2 pounds a week. That's it. So I'm going to do my shake of the day today. This is the spiced peach shake, and you can find this shake and the recipe for it on Facebook on Visalus Favorite Recipes. It's a brand new shake recipe. I just put it up yesterday. And be sure to share my video with your friends because it helps to improve the ratings on the video. And if you want to get on the challenge, be sure to give me a call. I'll be happy to hook you up with our team. We have a support group called the Showdown Challenge if you want to look it up on Facebook. And I look forward to you being successful. I look forward to you getting on the challenge and join me and our team on the challenge. Here's to your success.